morning, y'all. Good morning. I wanted to get out on this R6 since I haven't ridden it since I've gotten the R1. Almost. That might not be accurate. I did ride it when I let Jay ride my R1. Yo, it would be sunny, but you see the orange clouds. We got fires around. Same old shit, you know, it's Northern California. We're always gonna have fires and shit out here. I gotta get some oil. I had enough to do an oil change on 600s, 3 1/4 quarts, but you know, leader bikes need a little bit more oil. Going by AutoZone real quick just to get some. I changed suspension quite a bit. This thing feels pretty damn solid. It may be very, very firm for Jalen, but you know, he can get used to it. Yeah, let's get an actual respectable wheelie up. There we go. Have some respect for ourselves doing these wheelies this morning, y'all. This bike is so damn rigid. It feels like a mini bike. This is such a good little bike, man. I can't even explain to you how good this little bike is. Damn, everything is so like exact and spot on, which is a good thing because the R1 is stock, so the suspension and chassis feel super rigid, but everything else seems a little softer, like clutch activation, brake activation. Even though the brakes are really strong on the R1 has 6 pistons, this only has 4. And you know, I just get to see things that I will be changing on the R1 to make it feel similar to this. This bike has GT shift, so you kind of got to think about your gear shift for like the first couple seconds while we're riding. Woo, this thing is dope. I think that's all I need.
Gotcha, bitch!
What's wrong with this dude, man?
So, eso ya dependiendo de ti. Las becas, haz de cuenta que si te las están dando en 47, te están quitando $36 de... And there you go.
Cool, appreciate it.
Nice day.
Just about to do a wheelie. Hilarious. We're back in the garage. I already had a couple. Oh, I did get Valvoline. Okay, cool. I thought I had Mobil 1 for whatever reason. All right, so I already have my Valvoline and just got a couple more quarts. This thing calls for 4 1/4 or 4 1/2-ish. So let's see. All right, we got it up off the ground, got some height. Having the bike up on the stands, we got it leveled. We got it perfectly evened out, obviously, because it's on level ground. This is what people have been suggesting on the R1 groups as the oil level. You see how dirty that oil is. For sure needs an oil change. We're about to run this oil through it real quick. Right here on the left side, that first line is the low mark. Second line is the high marks. Some people have said higher. Some people have said just barely have a bubble in the sight glass. We're definitely gonna service this bike right now. It does seem like a lot of oil in this bastard. There we go. All right, so per what people are saying, this is how the sight glass should look for this bike, but we haven't started it yet. So let's start it up. Let's build some oil pressure. And after it warms up, or I shouldn't even say warms up, after it runs for a second, we shouldn't have that level of oil anymore. So as we chill for a minute, we're gonna see the sight glass fill up a little bit more as the oil settles, comes down from the head, all that extra shit. And we're gonna see what our actual oil level is. A lot of times people do their oil changes, and maybe out of preference or maybe out of spec, but a lot of people don't know that the cold oil fill isn't the actual amount of oil that's in the bike. Because you saw we were all the way up to the tip top. Fire it up. Now it's all the way at the bottom. And that's kind of how a lot of guys end up messing their bikes up, messing their motors up. So we're gonna let that sit for a minute. My wife said breakfast is ready. We got one more quart to fill up, play around with, top off. We'll let this shit rest for a second and I'll be right back. So after a lot of riding yesterday, and after sitting all night, you see we got that perfect oil level. Right there is what everybody suggested at the sight glass. And yes, there was a whole lot of riding. We're gonna end this vlog right now, but on the next vlog, you're gonna see today's ride. So I'm gonna get y'all two, and we out.